And I'm like, well, he's not breathing. And he's like, what? So we kind of stand over him, and we're kind of moving him around and stuff like that. Like, I'm not touching him, but he's touching his dad. I'm just like looking to see, like, yo, do I need to like splash water in his face or something? Cause I was about to get out of there, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to get out, go run home, you know what I mean? Like, what's up? It's Lugnut here. Came for another story to tell you another story time, and this is one of the story times of when I was at my homie's house when I was really little. Not really little. I'll say I was maybe like 14, maybe 15. I don't think I was 15 yet, but it was like 14. And so I used to always go to his house. I used to always go to his house and we would play what's that, Left 4 Dead. We'll play that football game where you can take like I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but it's a football game and you can like break people's bones and stuff in it. I forgot the name of it. It's gonna come to my head, but it was like a crazy football game. We used to play that all the time, bro. So usually his dad, right, will be like, he'd be chill, but some days he'd be yelling, cussing out his girl. Some days he'd just be yelling. Some days he's not at home. And I'm usually there from time to time because I live right next to him. You know, we're all in an apartment. So I'll go there from time to time, and I'm like, okay, well, he's not here today, or he's here, or he's in a good mood, or he's in a bad mood. He used to cuss like crazy in Spanish. They used to go back and forth. I always grew up in households where, like my friends' households, everyone spoke Spanish. And so I don't know Spanish. Maybe if you tell me something in Spanish, I'll be like, okay, yeah, you know what I mean? But like, I gotta learn Spanish. But I was so used to that because I have a lot of diverse friends. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of friends who are black, white, Mexican, Asian, but I have majority Mexican friends. So I was in more homes where it was Mexican people. So I was in there, and then, you know, he grew wilding out one day, and then one day he's just chilling, right? He got his little pipe, and he goes outside to smoke. So I'm playing the game with my homie, and we playing with each other and stuff like that. We're like, yo, man, like he's probably whooping my ass or something like that, because he had an Xbox and I played on PS2, bro. Like, we didn't have a lot of stuff, so like I had a PlayStation 2 for a minute. When the PlayStation 3 came out, I still had a PlayStation 2. You know what I mean? Like, I was still playing my old WWE 2006, you know, like them old games, bro. That was my jam right there. So I'm playing on Xbox, you know, I'm like, dang, man, how you work these buttons? But eventually I get it. But his dad's outside smoking. His dad comes back in, and he's acting a little weird. You know what I mean? I'm like kind of looking at him, and he's like almost like a zombie type weird, but he's like really just like out of it. And what he's smoking is like, I never smelled that smell before in my life. You know, it smelled weird. Like, it was an odd smell. I smell weed. Everybody smell weed around me. Everybody smell cigarettes around me. I have never smelled the smell before. So I'm like, yo, what's he smoking out of? Like, I see people smoke out of pipes and stuff. Like, I know all about that stuff and stuff like that. But it was like a weird, different pipe. It wasn't a crack pipe or nothing like that, but it was like, I don't know if I can say that. I might have to blur it out. But it was weird. So we were playing the game still, and then like he's on the couch, and then he just starts smoking it again. And then I'm like looking over at him, and then my homie's still playing the game, but I'll be watching stuff, bro. And I was looking over at him, and I was just like, okay, weird. So we still playing the game, and then he just kind of like you see him like falling out, and then he just starts laying on the couch, and he had the thing still burning, right, the pipe, but he kind of put it on the table, but his hand was still kind of on it, and he was just out. But it was a different type of out. I haven't seen anyone like that type of out, like falling out like that. Like, he was just like, and so I'm like, okay, that's weird. So we're still playing the game. It's quiet in the house. We're trying not to be loud because he's sitting right there on the couch, and we're on the other couch, and we're just playing. Then he just stops breathing. Like, he stops breathing. we playing, and I kind of look at him. I keep on looking at him. He's like, and my homie's like, is he good? And I'm like, he's not breathing. And he's like, what? So we kind of stand over him, and we're kind of moving him around and stuff like that. Like, I'm not touching him, but he's touching his dad. I'm just like looking to see, like, yo, do I need to like splash water in his face or something? Because I was about to get out of there, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to get out, go run home, you know what I mean? Like, yo, this dude fell out and stuff like that. So he's not breathing for a minute. I'm talking, it feels like 10 minutes to me. It could have been 30 seconds to a minute, maybe longer, but he was not breathing. And so we was over and we was just looking. I was just like, yo, what's going on? And he started freaking out. He's like, yo, dad. So he started like shaking him hard. Dude finally starts to just move. And we're like, okay, he's good. And then my homie's like, okay, well, I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. And then we're like, okay. Because, like, usually when crazy stuff happens like that, as soon as we're like, oh, okay, whatever, like, you automatically just do whatever you're doing. But, you know, I still be watching stuff. So I was looking around, and I was like, he had this little package. And you know how, like, condom wrappers are? Like it's, like, square and stuff like that? Well, it was there. Oh, I got text. It was there. And I was like, that's not a condom. And I was reading it. And I don't know what it was called, but all I remember was the logo on it was like a smoke. It was like smoke on the logo. Like you know when you say, oh man, I gotta turn my phone down. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Dang, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing right here, man. I need to be more professional. That won't happen again. I'm sorry. Anyways, so I'm reading it and I see it's like a smoke little signal on there, like a design. And then it said, like, I remember seeing incense, I think, and then it said, do not smoke. And I was looking at him and I was like, if the thing says don't smoke it, why is he smoking it? It said on there, do not smoke. So I was confused. I was like, yo, what is this? And this is before I knew anything about people smoking incense and like K2 and all the fake weed and stuff like that. This is before I knew any of that. I knew about crack, meth, all that, but no one ever told me about fake weed. No one. So I was just like, oh, whatever it was, bro. It you know what I'm saying? So it said don't smoke on there. Don't smoke it. So I'm like, bro, why is he smoking this? And it smelled weird. It smelled like incense, you know what I mean? Like, but it was like burnt and weird. And man, like, he took a few hits off that thing and the smoke was like abnormal in there, bro. It was like a lot. And when he was out, bro, he was just like, he was out. Like, he was out of it. And so I'm looking and I'm like, man, and I was just sitting down and I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here. Like, I'm not supposed to be here. Like, my mom knew where I was at, but she didn't know what was going on. But I was sitting here and I was like, bro, I can't be sitting here with that. Cause like, and I'm thinking in my head, is that what's making him like mad sometimes and stuff like that? I'm just like thinking, I'm like, bro, like what's going on? So after I see that, like I was there for 5-10 more minutes. And then I never had a phone until like high school. So I was just kind of like, oh, okay, well, I got to be back at this certain time. Cause my mom's like, you know, this and that. He's like, okay, cool. So I come back in the house and I'm just thinking about it all day. I'm like, what is that? I never told anyone about it, but when I figured out what fake weed was and all that stuff, it reminded me, I'm like, oh, so that's what he was doing. Either that or just smoking like incense, but whatever it was getting him high to the point to where he was going crazy. He was arguing, he was gone, or he was like damn near died in front of us. And so I don't even know if I can say that. It's YouTube, bro. Like, it's crazy. But so, like, kind of my message is, like, just watch. If you're ever at a friend's house, bro, or you're ever at somewhere that you're not normally at, watch what's going on. Watch what people got going on, because people might look, like, perfect on the outside, but for real, like, it could be some crazy stuff going on, man. Just watch what you're doing. Make sure you're all right. Make sure that, because he could have went crazy. He could have went crazy and stabbed us, bro. There'd be stories of people dying and stuff because someone went crazy and they chopped their arm off or something like that and they start stabbing people or all this stuff. Like, that stuff is dangerous, bro. Anybody, I'm talking about if you're a little kid, if you grown or whatever, watch what's in people's homes and watch what they're doing. And if you see they're doing some crazy stuff, get the hell out. Don't stay over there, bro. Don't do that. I knew for a fact, I'm like, I can't be coming over here no more. I went over there like 2 more times, but then like, I think the uncle was getting them hooked on it. Something was going on. I completely stopped. It was a lot of stuff going on where I was living at, and it was wild. So I knew where to go and where not to go. My mom raised me right, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, bro, I got to get out of here. So I still hung out with him at school and stuff, but, and mind you, I might have been younger than 14, honestly. But yeah, so message for today: watch what you're doing when you're in people's homes, and be careful. Just luck nut. Another video, another story time. Appreciate y'all for listening. Sorry I'm messing up. I'm burping and stuff. I just ate my lunch and stuff. I'm on lunch right now. So appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all soon.